Hello everyone, or no one, and welcome to Delo Gaming. I'm a bad gamer, and after getting my ass kicked through Jedi Fallen Order, I decided to give Star Wars Jedi Survivor a shot. Somehow, the game developers managed to do the impossible. They made a sequel that's actually better than the original. Hollywood should take notes. So today I'm looking at Star Wars Jedi Survivor, using my completely non-scientific checklist of what makes a good Star Wars game. Rule number 1. The music has to make me feel like I'm about to save the galaxy. That's an easy check. The soundtrack is fantastic. Money well spent on those music rights. Rule number 2. Let me visit places I've actually heard of. Again, check. Coruscant, awesome. Jeddah, great. Kobo, great. Tanalorr, beautiful. On top of that, plenty of familiar faces return from Fallen Order. My favorite is still Uncle Forearms, older, wiser, still more charming than most people I know. And yes, Darth Vader returns. We'll get back to him later. Rule 3. If I'm playing as a Jedi, let me throw people into walls. Another check, the Force abilities are so much better than in Fallen Order. The skill tree is much bigger. You can actually build your own playstyle instead of just unlocking the obvious upgrades. Force push, force pull, mind tricks, lightsaber combination, throwing stormtroopers off cliffs because it's just funny. Everything I wanted. Rule 4. Make Star Wars look like Star Wars. Nothing should be clean, nothing should be perfect. Ships should feel like rusty flying tin cans held together by hope. Buildings should look worn down. People should actually look like they've been living through an empire. Jedi Survivor absolutely nails this. Every location feels lived in. Instead of feeling like a theme park version of Star Wars, it actually feels like a galaxy that's been through decades of war. Rule 5. Give me some emotional damage. The Empire wants Cal even more dead this time. Cal is constantly forced into impossible choices. The villains don't exactly help his mental health either. Without spoiling too much, there's plenty of conflict both inside and outside of the character. It's good. Rule 6. Make the combat feel good. This was my biggest complaint in Fallen Order. The idea here is still the same. Dodge, parry, attack. Repeat until someone dies. Usually me. The difference is that Survivor feels so much smoother. Enemies are easier to read. I still panic, I still press the wrong buttons, I still occasionally dodge directly into attacks. But this time I usually knew why I died. Instead of feeling unfair, it felt like I just messed up again. Which, as a bad gamer, is honestly refreshing. There is also much more enemy variety and way more lightsaber stances to experiment with. I still don't think every stormtrooper needed to graduate from the Imperial Fencing Academy, but at least now I have a fighting chance. So far, 6 out of 6. Not bad, right? But the biggest improvement isn't actually the combat, it's the world. Fallen Order sometimes made me feel like an Amazon delivery driver. Take this object here, I run all the way back, now do it again. Jedi Survivor feels like your actions actually matter. The world is much bigger. Fast travel exists. Thank you, Respawn. There are side quests, bounty hunting, secrets everywhere, and one of my favorite additions, your own little town. As you help people across the galaxy, they slowly move into your settlement. The town grows because of what you've done. That's genuinely a cool feature. Then the developers looked at Star Wars and apparently thought, you know what this game needs? Gardening. You collect seeds, you plant flowers, you grow a garden. Meanwhile, there's a galactic empire trying to kill me. Who exactly is this feature for? I've never once watched Star Wars and thought, you know what Yoda should have done? More landscaping. Now, the game isn't perfect. For one, there are so many jumping puzzles. I swear half the game is climbing walls. I bought Star Wars. Why am I suddenly playing Assassin's Creed meets Super Mario? Every time I saw another wall, Again. As a bad gamer, jumping puzzles are basically horror games. Sometimes I genuinely forgot there was an empire chasing me because I was too busy trying to land on the next platform. I'd happily trade about half of the climbing for more lightsaber fights. There's also one decision I really question. At one point, Cal is taken out of the story for a while. He fake dies. And you get to play as Cere. When you play as her, you feel unstoppable. Everything clicked. She hits harder, she feels more powerful, she's just awesome. It honestly felt like borrowing someone's Ferrari and driving that for a while, and then going back to your own bicycle. Then the developer says, okay, fun's over, now back to Cal. Maybe fighting Darth Vader as Cere influenced my opinion a little bit, because that sequence is pretty good. Overall, Jedi Survivors improves on Fallen Order in almost every single way. The world is bigger, the combat is smoother, the exploration is more rewarding, the story is stronger, and even if you're like me, a bad gamer who occasionally panic rolls off cliffs, you can still have an amazing time. Sure, I'll remove a lot of climbing sections, but this is still one of the most enjoyable Star Wars games I played. So on the Delo Gaming scale, I'm giving Star Wars Jedi Survivor a solid 7 out of 10. It's nice to see a franchise doing the exact opposite of Hollywood. The sequel is actually better. Now it's time to leave you with the wisest words known to mankind, Steam reviews. May the Force be with you, and I bid you farewell. Runs like my ass after Taco Bell. Star Wars CPU Survivor. Great game, but the main flaw is I haven't seen a single poncho yet. Sold my girlfriend for a new GPU, but hey, at least I still got Merrin. Need a computer from a galaxy far, far away to run this thing. I would like to thank whichever writer who thought it would be a good idea to make the main love interest of this game a hot goth space witch. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is an incredible experience. The story is engaging, lightsaber combat feels powerful, and the Force abilities are satisfying to master. The world is beautifully crafted, full of detail and atmosphere. On the technical side, it runs smoothly most of the time, though occasionally stutters remind you it's a demanding game, a must-play for any Star Wars fan. Absolutely great Star Wars game. If you have a PC that can run it well, the game itself is amazing. A really great improvement over the first one, from the story to game mechanics. The game is really good. The open world of Koboh is really detailed and full with loot that adds great customization options. I had a great time, besides right when it launched, where I had a few frame rate and crashing bugs. Most of the bugs are fixed now.